Greetings, Wanderer. This is Atlas here, and welcome to the Void. Today I'm going to be breaking down a song called Majestic Roar from the Trails of Cold Steel Part 4 original soundtrack. This is a coffee personal request that comes from Unleashed SM, so thank you very much, Unleashed, for your request and of course your incredible support. And boom. Here, Lore of Sin, it's started right away. That progression in the chords was very foreboding. Yeah, there it is. This classic Legend of Heroes motifs. Oh. The percussion is killing it. Yeah, this is more like a phrase than a leitmotif. There's a lot of variations. I really like this part. I thought I heard an electric guitar there for a second. That's cool. The accents to the percussion. Okay. And it's fading out. Supposed to loop. My guess would be that thing. Alright. Well, let's break it down. Okay, so one of the things that I would like to mention about this track is that I think it's a very straightforward song, you know? You hear a lot of the very same percussion pattern along the song, as well as some of the chord progressions that you hear, and so on and so forth. So in my opinion, well, as it sometimes often happens, I think it's the spotlight is all in the melody, in the motif of a song, the leitmotif. But the thing is that it has a lot of variations, so it's more of a phrasing sort of leitmotif than a single melody just telling the story. So that's why I think the melody is like the focal point, you know, it's the spearhead that is leading the whole storytelling of a track itself. However, even if that's the case, I think the intro actually tells us a lot about the story of what's going on. And the requester said, Unleash said, that this song pertains to the first phase of one of the bosses of the game. So the song opens really big, right? A lot of layers are involved, you know, the choir is super big, the strings and so on and so forth. And it actually opens, you know, with a minor chord, you know, it starts already really foreboding, you know, telling the story that something bad is about to happen or is already happening. So of course, this is a sort of the struggle and the signal of the fact that you're in a fight with a boss itself. And there is a part even in the intro that was you know, it added so much tension to it, so much to the struggle of it, because that chord in particular sounded so menacing and to a certain degree displeasing, if you will. And I thought it was a diminished chord, but I think it's a 7th chord. Now, after the intro, which I think it's probably the part that is where the most layers are involved, you know, it starts in a really high peak of energy, then it tames down a little bit, and actually the chord progression that you hear afterwards, it's more open, it's more spacious, and it's giving you the song more room to not only to breathe, but also space for the melody to tell the story, because like I said before, the spotlight of the song is the melody. So the melody, in a sense, is telling two stories, not at the same time, but in certain moments of the song. So you have a certain section of the melody or the motif or the phrase, if you will, that tells you a little bit about the forthrighteousness that there is in the battle. You know, you're fighting for something good, maybe for your friends, for your loved ones, for the world. Maybe you're a world savior or something. The melody changes up a little bit into a more darker tone to tell you, like, well, there is a struggle and there is a threat that is, you know, against you achieving that. Now I would like to do a little demonstration of my favorite part of the song, because it's, in some regards, it's one of the more tamed, it's probably the most tamed, lowest energy part of the song. It's where the song actually opens the more in the song, but it's where you can actually appreciate even more the storytelling that there is in the melody. Now, to finalize my commentary, I just would like to say that one of the things that I forgot to mention is that percussion itself was a very important, had a very important place in the song, because it actually has a fair amount of pacing in terms of it's not so fast, but it's not so stale. So that is, for some reason, you know, having a blind reaction to it. It has a sort of it's more of descriptive of even the pacing of the battle. You know, for some reason I just imagine myself fighting in an airplane or something. I don't know, but obviously I'm not saying that's what's happening in the game. But it's it has the percussion arrangement has that sort of pacing that is. It keeps the song tight, and it keeps a certain amount of struggle and tension within a threshold. You know, it doesn't go below that threshold unless the percussion is just not playing the pattern that it's playing all the time. So I think I'm gonna give this song a C tier. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and share it with your friend. Also, please don't forget to visit my Patreon, my Ko-fi profile, and my Ko-fi store in case you want to support my work further, and my Teespring merch shop. And of course, ex nihilo nihil fit.